It's Saturday. It's May 27th, 2023. Um, I was trying to find a summer camp for my son to go to, but I don't have money. So I figured it would be good if I tried to work at a summer camp. Um, and to get back into the work field to see if they would even hire. So I applied. I asked the local elementary school, and she gave me a local camp's name, which I called. I've called back several times. I've been following up with them. I finally got to speak to the director this week. He then sent me an email with a link. So I gave him Linda's email. I asked him to send it directly to Linda. Since whatever's going on with me, with technology, it just doesn't work. I mean, I've sent in, I don't even know how many applications throughout the years for job applications, but it's the same thing with even trying to find matches like for companionship. It's the most ridiculous back end. Like, I don't know who's running technology, um or who the technology fairy is at Fairy Wars. So he sent me this email, and I clicked on the link. I It says to upload a photo, then it asks for all this stuff, and I'm going through it, and one section asks for qualifications. And now I'm in this qualifications part of this website, and it's not, there's no drop down menu. There's nothing to choose from. There's no type like with a keyboard. There's just nothing. And then so I submitted it without this. I sent the director an email immediately alerting him to let his technology area know that it's not a functioning system for technology purposes. I didn't hear back. Then yesterday, it kicked an email back to me saying that the process was incomplete. And when I went in there, it showed that I had completed everything except for this one section, which is the qualifications, and the email directly, which I'm just going to document for my own. Um, it says, "Thank you for starting the application for whatever this is." It says, "We look forward to getting," it says, "Without a complete application, you will not be able to move forward in our hiring process." So now this is just technology as a whole for me. This is an Apple product. It's Safari. I'm trying to use it. And when I click on the link, it gives me an incomplete application. So now I have this completed. And on as I click on here, nothing populates. I try clicking here and nothing populates. And it's like all of these inefficient tricks and technology glitches. It's a consistent theme. I once had somebody contact me and said he was working on something. If could I fill out something using the USA.gov website, and then he would see once my application came through that way. I did it like immediately, and then I never heard back. Um, Again, I don't know what kind of like internet abyss it goes into. If it just like I hit the submit button and it just wipes it out or deletes it. If I'm on some kind of like blacklist or something, they blacksmithed me, so it's definitely a real possibility as far as, I mean, it shouldn't exist this way. I thought that they had something called coexistence, but it doesn't really seem like that's, it just seems like a whole lot of whatever. And so it's like a trapped application in the system, which it goes nowhere. So I emailed the director again. I took a photo of it to show him the exact page because I know in technology land, technically it's important. So I took a photo of it, and it's like on a human aspect. Forget that I have a God. Forget like whatever this is. Just as a human, like if I was just any old superhero in the like general's population, a public or private, trying to just submit and trying to just get by and expecting when I put something in that it actually does what it says it does. Not like one of these whatever, just as a regular consumer who has regular consumer confidence that her superheroes are fast at work to make sure that her life exists within their system to make them proud. That's it. So on that premise or that construct, I took a photo of it. I know it's important, but I feel weird and I feel bad having to bother the director because that seems to be such an important title. But then again, but here we are at like, I mean, things are slipping through the cracks, and honestly, he is the director. He would know where to direct the problem solving of the issue in order for resolution. So I took a photo of what I forwarded him the email saying it wasn't complete, and then I took a photo of a screenshot to send that to the director as well. So we'll see what happens. Um, but this is not an unusual event for me. It's been years between the Indeed, the INDEED website, which they say is for Lewis constantly promotes that, saying like, just go put something in. I'm like, Lewis, I'm not wasting any more of my life on the internet for these like internet scams because that's what I feel like it is. I feel if I got paid to put in applications and then test the system, I would do it. But nobody's paying me. My years of wasted time have never been compensated. So, um, so that's what's going on right now. So now here's proof yet again that I'm asked to do something. I do it. I expect a result, and it's just this inefficiency that they just seem to program in, and it seems to glitch a hell of a lot when it has to do with me. I don't know if other people go through this, but or if they even know to query the system or to question the system. Um, but I've monster.com was another one. If it's 100% commission where there's no employee salary, then there's phone calls back. But if it is an actual salaried employee, I don't get any phone calls. I don't know why. And this is also like, I mean, there used to be headhunters. You'd get a fax machine, you'd send over a resume, you'd have a log, you'd have a phone number to follow up with an employer. I mean, as far as human resources, they took the humans out of human resources. And now it's like there's not even a legal recourse that I'm aware of in order to have this investigated and to figure out where are my applications going. Why don't for hours of submitting resumes and applications before I even had a Facebook account, before I even had a YouTube account, before I even had a digital imprint, when they forced me online, which I didn't want to partake in, there still was no phone calls back. Why? Who are they actively seeking for employment? And how is this affecting? I mean, I know how it's affecting my life. I've been essentially blackballed out of the job market, and I don't know where the recourse is or who to alert high enough in the system and who actually cares enough to get involved. So it's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way universe, galaxy is broken, and it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.